My Anthurium is bullheaded, and now I'm sad. Clearly, I was doing something wrong if she looks like that, so let's see if what I do fixes it. Repot day. I've had this plant since January when I first moved, and moved it different places and all. First it was draft issues, then sun. Now I think overwatered, or she's just being a bitchy, bull-headed, root-bound hoe. Either way, I hope whatever I do fixes it. So I need y'all to send all y'all prayers and y'all blessings to the plant gods down to me. I haven't repotted this one since I bought it from the supermarket, and it does have a lot of roots, but as you could tell, it looks like that soil is just not doing it. So I started to clean it off a bit, and the clear potter that you guys see next to it, I'm gonna repot it in that one to give it more air. I haven't repotted it since I bought it from the supermarket, and it was initially in just this black nursery pot that has some drainage holes, but I just felt like this would be better to do. It looks like they also use cocoa cure pods to try to plant it. That little thing I threw on the dirt had roots in it, and it looked like it was in a pod. So now I'm just cleaning it. At least I have roots, and that's usually a sign of life because it was looking really dry. So had to try to rescue it. There go that cocoa core pod, which I actually like to use. I think those are really good if you're starting to grow something out. It's just a lot when they start to root and it kind of suffocates the plant. So if you use them, I would recommend after roots are established to try to like break up the pod because it might suffocate the roots. And that looks like what was kind of happening here, which is why I feel like some of the supermarket plants are like a bamboozle because they literally just grow it out to this point and they just let us sit. And once we put it in our crib, is adapting, is not used to like the cold that the supermarket has. So but I'm hoping with this transplant repot that it'll help my poor bald-headed baby to get back to how it was when I first bought it. It was just so weak that I had to really be careful, but honestly, that didn't even matter because the stems was just coming right off, and repotting it was like a breath of fresh air, even though I had to cut a lot of it off. But it felt like when you cut your split ends off of your hair, it's kind of what it felt like. And I know it's sad to do, but we have to do it, like our split ends, to try to make new growth come. And I'm hoping for new growth because I see a lot of potential roots. So it's always a good sign if your plant is going bad. And I just noticed that this one was kind of going bad because all of the water, it just kept a consistent moisture and it never really fully dried out. So the soil that I repotted it with is rosy soil. Shout out to them. I like them. I don't feel like they're too compact. So I've been getting good results. I transplanted a snake plant with that one too. And I had really good results. I mean, the fungus gnats have been like really annoying, but I use Perfect Plantista, And that's a spray. It's been working really good too. So hopefully that with some mosquito dunks I bought, we can try to get rid of them some more. But the snake plant, honestly, I think had that because of the sphagnum moss that I put around the rim of the planter. It's actually the same planter that I planted this lovely Bodisha in. And she looked like she needed a trim. I mean, right now, she still looks sad, but eventually, with the new space I moved it into and this little trim, we're gonna pray for the best. Yeah, see that brown leaf? It was just like furrowed and furrowed and furrowed. And this little outer potter, I'm gonna put it in. That way I don't have mess everywhere and everything. And of course, yeah, I know I'm extra, so I had to re-add the marbles. And majority of my plants I have in my living room feel like that's where I get a lot of light. My hallway gets some light, but I have to also use a lot of the grow lights and different lights that I bought to try to give my plants some kind of photosynthesis. And repotting is annoying. It can be very annoying because it's really time consuming. I usually like to repot my plants late at night when I'm bored watching TV. Not really doing much, just chilling out. And it gives me time to think, even though it is annoying because things fall in certain places and you got soil all over, soil on the carpet, which was vacuumed up. We don't play that over here. But I then gave it some fertilizer. Felt like she was parched and hungry, clearly. So I feel like with the fertilizer, which is called Grow Queen, with some lovely water, of course. I'm not gonna try to water this one too much. We should try to have some results. I moved it behind my TV and reinstalled grow lights behind the TV.